Hey, Jeff Kelderman here, Kelderman Trucks. Today, we got a 2024 F-350 King Ranch. So we do a ton of Platinums. We do a lot of Limiteds here, but we're starting to get a few more King Ranches. So what makes this truck cool is you got your black, but your accent color is a darkened bronze metallic. So since this darkened bronze metallic is kind of subtle, you know, it fits in with the black quite well. And then the truck came from the factory with the bottom part here already painted that darkened bronze. So you can see the front end on this truck just looks amazing. Ron, our painter, did the color match with the bumpers. He did the grill, and then we did a tint on here. So when you put this whole truck together, we've done a chrome delete, and it's just either black or it's that bronze. So this is our Delta series. The light, which is our rigid. It's a 20-inch Midnight series. So instead of being white, it's got the tinted lenses. And then we've got a pair of 4-inch rigids in the wings. The monster hooks here are gloss black. And then we color match the spacers with the bronze. And then for our mesh, we just did our textured matte powder coat. So the suspension on this is our brand new 3-inch kit. This is quickly becoming our more flagship series. We used to do a ton of 5 to 6-inch kits to clear these 37-inch tires. But, you get 5, 6-inch kit, 37-inch tires, we're getting the back end too tall, not able to get under fifth wheels, and makes it tough getting under goosenecks. So we sat down when the 23s came out and did a little redesigning. And to give us adequate clearance, what we did is our new radius arms, we are pushing the axle forward on this 3-inch kit, pushing it forward 1 inch. What that does, it allows us to turn and not have the tires rubbing in it. Needless to say, doing lift kits, big tires, turning, rubbing is issues. We wanted to get away from the rubbing, and we were able to do that when we push this axle forward. There are things nice about, we have a pretty steep angle here on our front bumpers, and what that does is that also allows you more clearance as opposed to something like the factory bumper that's going to come down, more straight. So on this 3-inch kit, besides our, extended Kelderman radius arms, we've got our air suspension, our bags, our brackets, and then we've got our Raptor shocks. These are the Raptor shocks that are made up in Minnesota, so they're American made. They're full of billet internals. We spent a lot of time with the guys up, Jake up at Raptor, dialing these in to get the best ride, because airbag, compression, spring rates are different than the coil springs. So we've got them dialed in. I've been driving these a lot myself between our 450 driving out to SEMA a couple months ago, our shop truck 250, been putting a lot of miles and a lot of R&D time, getting this kit dialed in, and we're really happy with how it's performing. This kit also comes standard with our dual steering stabilizer kit and a pair of Raptor steering stabilizer shocks. So we did all kinds of subtle things with this bronze. It complements the black really well. So what we did is Ron popped apart the badge and chrome deleted that. Got the Kelderman logo here where the King Ranch was originally. And a couple of cool things too is we took the windowsill here off. That was chrome, painted that, the bronze, and same thing with the steps here. Got rid of that chrome stripe here. So you can tell on this truck, there's no chrome, and basically replaced it with the bronze. A couple more things Ron, our painter, did is he pops out the little lights here in the fenders, the dually fenders, and paints those, puts a tint on them. Same tint we use on the tail lights and the third brake light. Just tones all the OEM bright red and yellow down, and gives it a nice tint that allows the rest of the truck to flow with it. So coming around to the rear, we've got our 4-link suspension. So the 3-inch kit, we're actually running our stock height, and we're just running a little bit more air in the airbag. So basically about 1 inch of lift. And what that does is that gives us a pretty level stance. Needless to say, we want a little bit more lift for the 37-inch tires, but we're still trying to keep this bed where we can run our toy haulers, our goosenecks, so that you're not risking damaging the box when you're pulling into the campsite. So just like the front, we're running our tuned Raptor shocks. So also on the rear, we run a larger sway bar than they do on the factory. That gives you a little more stability. So when you're hauling your big trailers, this truck is going to perform exactly the way we want it. So coming around to the rear, as you can see, Ron popped the rear section off. This is normally silver. So he takes this out. We did that bronze and then did the King Ranch letters are black. The rear bumper is our Delta series. It's got the step right here. That was done in bronze. We, just like the front, we've got our black monster hooks and our 4-inch rigids that work phenomenal. So these upfitter switches, you just flip on switch number 6, it backs up. This guy's a construction guy. He's gonna be working, hooking on the trailers in the dark. You know, those rigids are gonna come in real handy when he's hooking up his trailer. Then anybody gets pulls out in front of them, we've got a set of horn blasters tucked in right here behind the rear bumper to let them know to get the hell out of the way. So the controls on this system is our airlift 3H system. So we have our box that we have where the original spare tire went. We run in 2 Viair 444 compressors. We run 2 3-gallon tanks. We make all the tanks in-house now on our tube laser. And we also have a dryer on this. And what that does, it keeps the moisture out. So for example, this truck's going to Utah. Obviously they're having a lot of snow and cold weather in the winter. So he's not gonna have to worry about ice or anything freezing up in the airlines. So what we offer now is an overhead mount for the Airlift 3H. So it's a 3D printed piece. And we pop out the sunglass case here, put this piece in, and as you can see, it makes it easy accessible. You can hit all your buttons. It's up and out of the way. And the other thing that's cool about the Airlift is you can sync it to your phone. So I can jump out here, and you know, this is our ride height, and just hit the bottom button here on a 3H to let all the air out of the system. So what's cool now is, you know, if you've got, you know, you got little kids, you got your grandparents, you got a short wife, man, you can just, you know, jump in the back. You know, I'm no 7-footer myself, but you can see how easy it is to get in and out when you dump the air out of this. Even with 37-inch tires, you know, puts it down like a stock height truck. You know, the other thing that's cool about the app is, you know, you can actually run it from outside. So if you want to, you know, lift the back end, you get your trailer set on it, you can just hit the button, bring it up, hook the trailers, compressors are going to kick on, you're ready to roll. So if you're in Utah, keep your eyes out. This killer F-350 is headed your way. Chances are, in the construction world, he's going to have a big gooseneck on it, he's going to have skid loaders, he's going to have building materials on it. And I tell you what, when he rolls up building those fancy houses, the truck's going to look amazing out front. Thanks again for watching our video. We really appreciate it. You can follow us on our social media platforms listed right here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, hit that bell so you won't miss another video. If you want to watch our last video, click on the link in the description below. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.